Welcome to the video lecture on symmetry elements and their matrix representations. I am Dr. Cinderella, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, National Institute of Technology, Trichy. Molecules possess symmetry, and many of the properties of the molecules are associated with the symmetry of the molecules. Some to name are dipole moment, spectroscopic characteristics, and chemical reactivity of the molecules. If we consider objects like sphere, tetrahedron, and cube, we can differentiate one from other by the number of symmetry elements that each object possesses. A sphere is said to have many elements of symmetry, and as an example, if we rotate a sphere through a fraction of a degree, we get back a configuration that is the same as that of its original configuration. Whereas in the case of a tetrahedron, we need to rotate it through definite degree to get the same configuration as that of the configuration that we started with. In the case of cube, rotation by 90 degree gives rise to a configuration that is indistinguishable from the previous one. Many of the architectural feats have been found to be highly symmetrical, and some of the buildings which are defined as very beautiful are highly symmetric in nature. The various symmetry elements that are present in the objects that we have seen so far can be listed as identity, axis of rotation, reflection plane, center of symmetry, and improper axis of rotation. These are the 5 symmetry elements that we can think of in a molecule or any other object. They are designated by the symbols E for identity, Cn for rotation, sigma for reflection plane, I for center of symmetry, and Sn for improper axis of rotation. The suffixes n stand for order of rotation, whereas the suffixes b and h for the plane stand for vertical mirror plane and horizontal mirror plane respectively. When we rotate a sphere about any of the 3 coordinate axes by any degree, we get the same configuration. If we carry out the rotation of a cube by 90 degree about any axis, gives rise to a configuration the same as that of the original one. In the case of a triangle, if we rotate it through 120 degree, it gives rise to a configuration the same as that of the previous one. In the case of a regular hexagon, rotation by 60 degree. In the case of an octagon, rotation by 45 degree give rise to the same configuration as that of the previous one. If we summarize the various axes of rotation, we can see that cube could give rise to the same configuration when it is rotated through 90 degree, a triangle on rotation by 120 degree, a hexagon by 60 degree rotation, and in the case of octagon, a rotation by 45 degree. N in the case of symmetry axis, denoted as a suffix for C, has the values of 4, 3, 6 and 8 respectively in the case of cube, triangle, hexagon and octagon, which is obtained by dividing 360 degree by the angle of rotation in each of the cases that we have seen here. Can you guess what would be the value of n in the case of a sphere? Plane of symmetry can be defined as a plane through which an identical copy of the image gets reflected. This is also called as mirror plane and it is denoted as sigma. If the mirror plane happens to be a vertical plane, as has been shown here, it is designated as sigma b. If it is a plane which in some cases of molecules happen to be a horizontal plane perpendicular to the axis of rotation, then it is designated as sigma h. Center of symmetry is defined as a point in a molecule or an object which has identical features diametrically opposite to one another with reference to the point, and this point is known as center of symmetry, denoted by the letter I. In the case of a hexagon, the center point, as has been shown here, is the center of symmetry, and these points which are identical, which are at equidistance with respect to the center point, are diametrically opposite to one another. So likewise, we can also have the other points that define the central point as the center of symmetry for hexagon. Similarly, in the case of octagon also, we have the center of symmetry. Next one is the improper axis of rotation, denoted by S suffix n. It stands for a combination of two different operations, rotation and reflection. So in the case of methane, if we have a rotation about this axis, which will shift one of the bond connecting carbon and hydrogen to 90 degree, and when it gets reflected about this mirror plane, it takes up a configuration similar to that of the previous configuration. The last element is known as identity element, though in every text identity element would be listed as the first element. For the sake of making the understanding better, now I am listing it at the end to say this element stands for no operation on the structure or the molecule, meaning to say this element denotes no change to the structure or shape. Every shape possesses this element. Though this might appear to be very trivial, this is very important as far as the collection of symmetry elements is concerned and various operation of symmetry elements with respect to one another is concerned. It is similar to number 1 in the case of multiplication. So if we consider the various operation mathematically matrix representation will be very useful to denote each of the symmetry element. Identity element is the one which does not do anything, and hence every point in the object remains unaltered. Hence, this can be represented by a matrix which is 3 by 3, and it is a unit matrix. In the case of rotation by 180 degree, we have x, y, z being changed to minus x minus y z if the rotation is about the z-axis, and hence the change in x and y can be denoted by a simple matrix of the order 3 by 3, which has minus 1 value corresponding to the x and y coordinate values. To generalize a rotation about any degree, the matrix can be written as this, which will have cos 2 pi by n, sin 2 pi by n 0, minus sin 2 pi by n, cos 2 pi by n 0, 0, 0, 1 as the elements of the 3 by 3 matrix. Sigma is the one which is a mirror plane, and in the case of xy plane, it will shift the z position to minus z position. Hence, the matrix representation of sigma is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1. Since Sn is a combination of Cn and sigma, which will shift any point x, y, z to x prime, y prime, minus z, the matrix which stands for the combination of this operation can be denoted by combining that of Cn and sigma like this, and which can be denoted by the resultant matrix, that is cos 2 pi by n, sin 2 pi by n 0, minus sin 2 pi by n, cos 2 pi by n 0, 0, 0, minus 1. In the case of center of symmetry, which shifts any point x, y, z to minus x, minus y, minus z, the matrix representation is minus 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1. The matrix representations of symmetry elements are very important in defining the various properties of the molecules that we will discuss in the coming video lectures.